University of Liberia. The madam who courage is equivalent, who courage is equal to Winnie Mandela of South Africa. The madam who courage can beat and lay down Katu Baga down. A madam who courage can lay down Yomi Kanga Lawrence down. This is the madam that I'm about to introduce. She's not as easy madam with me this portrait. Oh yeah, comrade. So comrade, I would like to usher you, comrade leader, comrade teacher, comrade mentor, Ben Q Kamara, the our head of the Presidium Bureau of the Student Unification Party.
Manda, Aluta. Manda.
Yo, Vanga Pate, yo. Vanga Pate, yo. Vanga Student Unification Party, University of Liberia, Capitol Hill, Monrovia, Liberia. Press statement for immediate release. The Women's Presidium of the Student Unification Party condemns the United Party government's placatory suspension of Deputy Youth and Spokes Minister J. Bryant Mangill, demands his arrest within 24 hours, calls for a speedy and impartial investigation, and identifies with the victim and her family. Comrades and compeers, intellectual militant scholars, ideological chicanos, pathocastia gorillas, evangelists of democratic gospel, torchbearers of social justice, academic freedom, and peace, market women, auction girls, street vendors, and the larger exploitation of Liberian society. Manda. Members of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we bring you undiluted revolutionary greetings from the inner sanctum of radical militant Pan-African consciousness of the uncompromising and ever-potent ruling Vanguard Student Unification Party.
Sir.
Comrades and friends, the women of the Vanguard Student Unification Party seizes this critical moment in our nation's history to categorically reject the superficial suspension of Deputy Youth and Spokes Minister J. Bryant Mangill. In the clearest and most uncompromising terms, we refuse to dignify with applause the hard gesture of suspending a suspected rapist. Manda. Mr. Boyka's administration has aimed infamy as a government of suspension, symbolic, toothless, and theoretically staged for public pacification. To the politically naive, suspension may resemble justice, but SUP, through ex-vibrant women's presidium, will never permit the incompetent and morally bankrupt United Party regime to indoctrinate and manipulate the Liberian people with such an empty optics. Manda. We are exhausted by Mr. Boyka's recycle suspension clinches and insultingly predictable dramatic masquerading as governance. A regime that shouts about suspension from the rooftop but stays mute and motionless when it comes to persecution is not a government. It is a political circus act, shamelessly dumbling in performative governance while readjusting
is trampled underfoot. Comrades, due to immense public outcry, the Bakaku government reluctantly and disingenuously suspended Mr. Mangeo, not because they believe in social justice, nor in the protection of women and children from depraved predators, not because they are guardians of women's dignity, and certainly not because they care about cultivating a morally upright society. Rather, they acted out of sheer political self-preservation, seeking only to share their parochial interests from the wrath of public scrutiny. These better-driven opportunities and intellectual bankrupts, scholars who serve into power on the tender wave of social economies, they spear engulfing the Liberian masses, where men-led gazing whether the protest temperature will boil over or dissipate into silence.
Yo, Mr. Baka, I feel the Liberian people say yo. Yo, Mr. Baka, I like sorry, we're going to be rapping the people cheer and say yo.
Fully, we are aware of the mounting pressures exerted by social forces within a homeland, and desperate to feel a sense of justice. The government reactionarily throws the alleged criminal under the bus, rather than acting with the urgency the situation demanded. Mr. Baka Dodo under the 11th hour, revealing the regime's habitual reluctance to confront wrongdoing.
Yo, Mr. Baka, if I would let the constitution, he say yo, my game of being jeba and I say yo.
When it implicates one of their own. On this basis, SUP cannot and will never endorse this belated and cowardly gesture, which bears all the hallmarks of castrated administration fumbling to continue its paralleling practices and salvage its corridor public image. The nature of a 30-year-old allegedly raping 14-year-old is a felony under the amended Penal Code Section 14.7, which requires immediate detention as rape is a non-bearable.
Yo, my girl, looking at 50-year-old man, I say yo.
Comrades and friends, meanwhile, the Women's Presidium of the Student Unification Party says it recently matches to the pink-lipped rugged rapper, a TikTok celebrity, a Malcolm Tree Casino politic masquerading as Inspector General of Police. None other than government investigation is ongoing. The so-called law enforcement officer is first a master of spin, commerce. Second, a philosopher of chicanery. A third, an apostle of flamboyant vacuity.
Yo, you know now the TikTok, I say yo.
Whose theoretical display serves as a nothing more than a smoke screen for a vast and all-encompassing incompetence. In plain terms, comrades and friends, this comical figure is a simulacrum professional and a costume wearing photo shoot Ossia's police IG with no real grasp of his duty.
Yo, you know how to do CFP, say yo. They go on TikTok, say yo.
This buffoon is utterly bereft of any understanding of professional policing and genuine police reform. He is intellectually alienated from history, philosophy, economic foundational principle of law enforcement and criminal justice. Devoid of the intellectual and administrative wherewithal required for leadership, the Liberia National Police under his watch has been reduced to a national embarrassment.
Yo, Baba, come on, I reduce the police on TikTok. I say yo. What they doing TikTok? I say yo.
Scared of even a share of public respect. Government Commons only knowing expertise lies in gambling and in harassing peaceful students activists who so demand is the reopening of the University of Liberia under a profound condition and environment. Our leader of sanctity, membrane, and glorious reputation, who resides in a golden pattern of African freedom fighters, Papa Thomas Sankara, once declared an immutable truth. A soldier without any political or ideological training is a potential criminal.
Yo, Bravo is a potential criminal. Say yo.
The uniform figure masquerading as a police IG today utterly fails to comprehend why ideologically grounded students resist entrenched systemic vices within the academic theory through mass mobilization. Instead of engaging with the political substance of student activism, he default to the use of primitive, brute force, clubby dissent rather than confronting corruption. Yet, they see men lacks the courage, the conviction, and moral clarity to arrest a rapist in J. Brian Mangel, who stands accused of raping a 14-year-old girl. Such a selective enforcement is not only a coward, it is a criminal complexity in disguise.
Yo, they are all conspiring against the law. Say yo.
Justice, if it is to be genuine, must be dispensed without fear or favor, irrespective of position, title, or social standing. When at a poor, powerless citizen that accused of such a dreadful and unspeakable crime by individuals who have already been languishing behind bars without the luxury of due process or delay. The swiftness with which Government Command meets out punitive measures against his own subordinates is often ruthless.
Manda.
Yet, the stakes shift, and the accused is a politically connected figure. The so-called men of steel, composed like a cheap aluminium fork, snatched by a gluttonous imbecile at a by-street poke out.
Manda.
In light of this gesticule double standard, the Women's Presidium of the Revolutionary Vanguard Student Unification Party hereby issues is on a 2-hour ultimatum to the Liberia National Police. Apprehend, restrain, and incarcerate the physical body of J. Brian Mangel.
Yo, he's about to be so busy. I say yo.
Nothing short of a full and lawful arrest will be tolerated. We reject the sort of suspension, a cosmetic and diversionary maneuver designed to sedate public outrage. Should this matter be the Women's Presidium will not hesitate to galvanize women of this nation and execute a lawful citizen arrest, comrades. Because when the state abdicates its duty to protect the vulnerable, most especially women and children. It is the people who must rise to defend justice.
Yo, what's the about justice? Yo. There's a justice. Yo.
When the state, especially one of the neo-colonial and neo-liberal genotype, refuses to dispense justice, as it is structurally predisposed to do, it becomes the revolutionary duty of pickets to rise in defense of the people and their children. Comrades, as we did on April 14, 1979, the militants of the Student Unification Party chose the side of the oppressed, not because it was easy.
Manda.
But because cowardice does not course through our veins, and its difference is alien to our ideological DNA. When we fight for those whose hands are too tight, powerless to defend themselves. Comrades, our courage is not rooted in vanity, but in conviction, bravery, sharpened by love, is the motor force that animates our resistance against the hostile architecture of social injustice. In addition, we demand a full, independent, and expedient investigation to overcome the truth established in the wrongdoing. We challenge Mr. Baka and his justice minister to move beyond their ritualistic platitude and fast to the full and unambiguous satisfaction of the victim, the public, and every principal stakeholder. Finally, comrades and friends, the Women's Presidium of the Student Unification Party stands in unwavering revolutionary solidarity with the victim and her family. We denounce the heinous and despicable act, one that reeks of moral wrath and has no place in any society that dares to call itself just. As the only enduring moral voice in the Liberian society, we shall never grow weary in our struggle to uphold human dignity, execute justice for all who have been crushed beneath the weight of impunity and systemic failure. We shall renew the moral compass of Liberia, unyielding, ever vigilant, in the sacred duty. We shall at all times, in every place, under every circumstance, identify with those who bear the agonizing weight of unpunished injustices. Long live Massacre! Long live the ideological fighting spirit of the Women Presidium Bureau of the Vanguard Student Unification Party. Long live SUP!